ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति 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 प्रज्ञानां शुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि धिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्राश्य भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् समति विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मने स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ नस्तुरीयः
Please read Karika 54, Mandukya 4th chapter, Alata Shanti Prakarana, Karika 54.
एवं न चित्तजा धर्माश्चित्तं वापि न धर्मजम् एवं हेतुफला जातिं प्रविशन्ति मनीषिणः
First it was shown that in the case of Alata, the patterns that are emerging, they have not come from outside and enter the Alata. And when the movement of the Alata firebrand stops, these patterns have not gone somewhere from there, nor they have entered the Alata. It is only what is there is only the tip of the glowing tip of the firebrand Alata, and itself appears in terms of many patterns: straight, crooked, circular, triangular, like that. Similarly, Vijnana, Chaitanya, this doesn't undergo any change. At least in the case of Alata, brisk movement of the Alata is there. Whereas the Chaitanya, such movement is not there. But because of what we call ignorance and the consequent misapprehension, technically called as vivarta, without undergoing any intrinsic change in itself, appearing to be different. Because of this, which is compared to the spandana or the patterns of the Alata. Without that, these patterns of Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara or Srishti appear. They have not come from outside and enter the Chit, Vijnana. When that Vivarta stops, they are not going elsewhere from there, nor do they enter the Vijnana. And this way, we cannot establish a cause-effect relationship between Vijnana, Chaitanya, and this. What are those appearances in terms of Srishti? Why? Because for any cause-effect relationship, for something being born from something, the prerequisites are two. Number one, it has to be dravya. Dravya means what? A substance having certain attributes. A base, a locus having certain attributes. And in cause-effect relationship, two entities have to be there. First, it should be dravya, and one thing is produced by something else. One is the cause, other is the effect. In Vijnana, what happens? It is not dravya. Chaitanya is not an entity having attributes. It is free from all attributes. That's one thing. Again, there are no two things there. One thing become a cause, other thing become effect is not there. So therefore, says, Evam. Evam means, Karika 54. Evam means, Dravyatva is not there, Anyatva is not there, as told in Karika 53. This way, because the two reasons given so far, Dharma, see in Karikas, certain words are used by Gaudapada Acharya in a specific meaning, which differ from the common meanings. We should be very familiar with them, otherwise it becomes difficult to proceed. We have seen earlier, Dharma means jivas, atmana. Atmana, jivas. Atma is one, but plural because jivas. So these jivas are not born from Vijnana. There is no cause-effect relationship between Chaitanya, Atma, Vijnana and jivas. That is the way Dharma is taken. Dharma also can be taken here as the external entities like ghata-pata, pot, cloth, etc. The objects in the world, the drishya entity, the perceptible entity in the world can be taken as also dharma. Means between the drishya jagat and vijnana, there is no cause-effect relationship. Between the jiva and vijnana, there is no cause-effect relationship. So now, also, Chittam dharmajam vapina. Chittam here means Vijnana, again you see Chaitanya. It is not born of dharma. It is not born of jivas. It is not born of Drisha Jagat. In this manner, hetu phala ajatim, the ajati, absence of birth, between Vijnana Chaitanya and Jivas, Vijnana Chaitanya and Drishya Jagat, or Jiva or Drishya Jagat and Vijnana, cause relationship is not there. This is how Manishina, Manishina means here Brahma Vidaha. Brahmajnani, what they do? Pravishanti. Pravishanti means here not enter, ascertain, nishchayanti. This is what they ascertain. Let us see the Bhasya of this. Read Bhasya.
एवं यथोक्तेभ्यः हेतुभ्यः आत्मविज्ञानस्वरूपम् एव चित्तम् इति न चित्तजाः बाह्यधर्माः नापि बाह्यधर्मजं चित्तम्।
एवं यथोक्तेभ्यः हेतुभ्यः. In this manner, on account of the reasons given so far in earlier Karika, that is, neither Dravyatva is there nor Anyatva is there. Yathoktebhya hetubhya. On account of two reasons given in Karika 53, earlier one, na Dravyatvam, na Anyabhava, Atma Vijnana Sarupameva Chittamiti. So that is Chittam. Chittam is Chaitanya. Atma, Brahma is what? Atma Vijnana Swarupam Eva. It is Atma Vijnana means the Atma Chaitanya, which is Atma Swarupam. And because of this, the reason, Chittajaha Vaya Dharmaha Napi. No. Vaya Dharmaha, either Jivas or the Drishya Jagat, Chitta Jamna, not born of Chaitanya, means Chitta, here, see, generally in Vedanta, Chittam, we take Antakarana. Chit, we take Chaitanya. But here, Chittam word is also in the sense of Chaitanya. So therefore, by dharmas, either jivas or this external perceptible objects. Chittajahana, they are not born of Chaitanya, because cause-effect relationship is not there. Also, api, Chittam Baya Dharmajamna. Chaitanya Baya Dharmajamna is not some entity born from either the perceptible Jagat or Jivas. Neither Jiva or Jagat is born of Chaitanya, nor Chaitanya is born of Jiva and Jagat. Why so? Read Vijnana Swarupa.
विज्ञान स्वरूपाभास मात्रत्वात् सर्वधर्माणाम्.
Sarvadharmana, whether they are members of entities in the Drishya Jagat or Jivas, they are what? Sarvadharmana. Vijnana Swarupabhasa Matratva. They are simply an appearance of Vijnana Swarupa Chaitanya. Jiva, though appears as samsari, subject to birth and death, is only a false appearance of Chaitanya Rupa Atma. Jagat, though appears to be distinct from Chaitanya, is again a false appearance of Chaitanya. How come? How do you perceive the Jagat? What is this? Watch. Here is a watch. How did you say that? You saw it, you are seeing it. Yes, you are seeing it. What exactly happens is you are seeing sight. The antakarana through the eyes reaches the watch, takes the akara of the watch, and that akara in the antakarana called watch akara vritti or watch akara thought. What akara vritti or what watch akara thought makes you aware of the watch. When you say that watch akara vritti thought makes you aware of the watch, it is not the vritti which makes you aware. That knowledge is not given by the vritti. Why? Because that vritti is inert. And you are made aware of that by abhasa, the reflection of Chaitanya in that vritti thought. So therefore, according to Vedanta, knowledge finally gets reduced to Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. Of course, in terms of Chidabhasa, in Vishayakara Antakarana Vritti or Tattadakara Antakarana Vritti. Understood? So therefore, the Drishya Jagat, what applies to watch applies to everything. Sun, moon, etc. everything. Drishya Jagat is only an appearance of basic adhisthana entity called Chaitanya. There is nothing called watch. If this Chaitanya you eliminate, where is the watch? What are you aware of? Nothing. So, just as Jiva appears as that of From Chaitanya, so Abhas of Chaitanya, the appearance of Chaitanya, so also Drishya Jagat is an appearance of this Chaitanya Rupa Vijnana Atma. So Vijnana Swarupa Abhasa Matratva Sarva Dharmana, of all dharmas, the Jivas or the Drishya Jagat. Continue.
एवं न हेतोः फलं जायते नापि फलाद् हेतुः इति हेतुफलयोः अजातिं हेतुफलाजातिं प्रविशन्ति अध्यवस्यन्ति.
Evam. Thus, because the reason just now given seen, hetoho, from a cause, phalam na jayate, effect result is not born in general. Specifically, you have forgotten by now the phrase hetu and phala was used by Acharya, Gaudapada Acharya, in a specific sense. What is that? To remind you, hetu, the cause stands for punya papa. Phala, the result, effect stands for sharira. So a big discussion was there to prove, establish cause-effect relationship cannot be established between the Papa Punya and Sharira. That also has to be taken into account here when you say Hetu Phala. So Hetoho, it is from Punya Papa. Phalam, Sharira is a Karya, not born. Napi, even this is not so. Phala, from the Sharira. Or you can take Jagat. Hetuhu, the cause, that is Papa Punya or Chaitanya, cannot be Napi. Napi api means jayate. Phalad hetu api na jayate iti. Because of this, hetu phalayoho. Here, that hetu phalayoho, the words have to be taken into abstract sense. Hetutva phalatvayoho. The status of being the cause, Punya Papa, the state of being the effect, Sharira, between these. So that is Hetu Phalajati. Ajati, the birthlessness of Hetu and Phala, of Papa Punya and Sharira, or Drishya Jagat and Chaitanya. What they do? Pravishanti. Who pravishanti? Manishinaha, Brahmavidaha. Pravishanti means what is the meaning? Adhyavasyanti. They establish. They ascertain. Nishchayanti. In short, this is the gist of what is told in this Karika. Continue.
आत्मनि हेतुफलयोः अभावम् एव प्रतिपद्यन्ते ब्रह्मविदः इत्यर्थः.
Brahmavidaha. In Karika, the word used was Manishinaha. What is Manishinaha going to do? Atmani. In Chaitanya Rupa Atma. Hetu Phalayoho Abhavam eva. Abhava, absence, inapplicability of Hetu Phala, cause-effect relationship. Like Papa Punya producing Sharira or Sharira producing Papa Punya. Either Drishya Jagat producing Chaitanya or Chaitanya producing Drishya Jagat. Pratipadyante. Pratipadyante means they ascertain. Prapnuvanti. They arrive at. Iti Brahmavidaha. This is the gist of this Karika. Fine. From reality standpoint, cause-effect relationship is not there. But it becomes very difficult for majority people to accept this. They be mumukshus, not yet got knowledge. Shraddhavan, want to gain the knowledge. But to follow this, there is no cause-effect relationship, becomes very difficult for them. If this notion is there, what harm? क्या बिगड़ेगा? कुछ नहीं बिगड़ेगा. If no harm, we don't bother about that. If some certainly harm is there, we'll have to take it seriously. Is it not? So from that standpoint, Bhashyakara is introducing the next Karika 55. Read Prastavana Bhashya ye punaha.
ये पुनः हेतुफलयोः अभिनिविष्टाः तेषां किं स्यादिति उच्यते.
Stop. Punaha, further. Ye. Who are they? Maybe those people. Who are they? Hetu falayoho abhinivishta. Those people who are abhinivishtaha, in the sense intent on, or those who are resolute on this, or those who are obstinate about this fact. In short, those who are obsessed, determined with the fact that there is cause-effect relationship is there. Tesham, for them, kim syat, what will happen to them? In the sense, what harm is there for them? Let them have it. Iti uchyate. Iti ashankya. Having doubted so. Not Bhashyakara, Gaudapada Acharya, uchyate is being the answer. This is being answered now. Continue.
धर्माधर्माख्यस्य हेतोः अहं कर्ता मम धर्माधर्मौ तत्फलं कालांतरे क्वचित् प्राणिनिकाये जातः भोक्ष्य इति.
Now, what is that abhinivesha of kala, phalahit? What obsession? What determination these people have got about hetu and phala? That is being that hetu phalayoho abhinivesha. Their concept, they think is true. What is that? This is like this. What is it? Dharma dharmakyasya hetu. Of the hetu, cause, in the form of dharma and adharma. Dharma and adharma is punya and papa. Dharma stands for punya, adharma for papa. Of papa punya, on account of that, because it's aham karta, I am the doer. Mama dharma dharma, papa punya belongs to me. Tat phalam, its phala in terms of papa punya, in terms of the phala of papa punya, in terms of corresponding embodiments. That is tat phalam kalantare, in course of time. Kvachit prani nikaye jataha bhokshe iti. Kvachit prani nikaye. Nikaya means body. In the body of some creature. Kvachit prani. Some living being. Which one? Someone we don't know. Who determines? Papa Punya will determine. Nikaye jataha. I will be born there in that embodiment. This person was emperor, and he was born afterwards a mosquito. Jataha bhokshe. Don't laugh. No guarantee. Once I told you. The industrialist or a businessman who will be staying in a mansion of 10,000 crores of rupees. After death, no guarantee that he will get a job of sepoy in his own industry. No guarantee. He may not even worth that. Papa Punya determines. Not what this individual was now today. It was because of past Punya Papa. A vice chancellor. And that also great mathematician, a great scientist. After death, if at all is born as a human being, A, B, C, D, A, E, E, yes, to start. Is it no? So therefore, in some embodiment, I will be what? Bhokshe. Either will enjoy or suffer. I will undergo the bhoga experience, joy or sorrow of as per the Papa Punya Hetu in terms of the specific embodiment phala. Iti. This is what is the abhinivesha of Hetu and phala. So that is what will happen to them. Karika 55 says, read 55.
यावद् हेतुफलावेशः तावद् हेतुफलोद्भवः क्षीणे हेतुफलावेशे संसारं न प्रपद्यते.
You read 56. Second line is wrong. 55. Shine hidvade nasti hetu phalodbhava.
In Gita Press it is क्षीणे हेतुफलावे संसारं न प्रपद्यते.
It is like this. Yavad hetu phalaveshas tavad hetu phalodbhava. Shine hetu phalaveshe nasti hetu phalodbhava. Next one. Yavad hetu phalavesha samsarastavadayatah. Shine hetu phalaveshe samsaram na prapadyate. Bhasya is according to this. So therefore, yavad hetu phalavesha tavad hetu phalodbhava. Add there bhavati. Shine hetu phalaveshe hetu phalodbhava nasti. Shine hetu phalaveshe hetu phalodbhava nasti. Yavad hetu phalavesha. So long as this avesha, we'll see what it is, of hetu phala is there. Avesha can be taken in terms of possession, obsession, in terms of superimposition, adhyasa. Means so long as yavat, so long as you are obsessed that hetu phala, papa and punya with sharira, these are the features of Chaitanya. Why so you are sure about it? Because due to ignorance, there is a superimposition. Hetu phala, which is not the feature of Atma, is mistaken to be so. So therefore, yavad hetu phalaveshaha, tavad, till then, hetu phalodbhavaha bhavati. There is repeated manifestation of hetu phala. Papa punya sharira, sharira papa punya, in between bhoga, papa punya sharira, sharira papa punya, bhoga. This will continue incessantly until you have this wrong notion, wrong concept, obsession, or possession of this wrong notion. But Kshine hetu phalavesh. In Atma Sakshatkar, in Brahma Sakshatkar, when hetu phalavesha, this avesha, obsession, or erroneous possession, or precisely adhyasa, superimposition, kshine, when ended, hetu phalodbhava, udbhava, the upsurge, birth, coming into existence of hetu and phala is not there. Hetu, the cause, papa punya, phala, the shariras. This is not there. So your question was what? What wrong if you have got this notion? Whether wrong or right, you decide. But one thing is certain, you will be hooked forever to this samsara sagara in terms of janma, marana, janma, marana, janma, marana. You decide. Your eye is where? Where? Between one janma and its marana, whatever little sense pleasure, whatever little vishaya bhoga you get, your eyes are on that. You are intent on them. At the cost of calamitous samsara in terms of incessant janma marana. Use your little sense of commerce. Is this worth investment? All the time, the truth being, what truth being? I am Paramananda Swarupa, free from least trace of sorrow. In my true nature, neither samsara is there nor sorrow there. See what price we are paying. And yet, mind is not convinced. Mind is not ready to, buddhi is not ready to accept it. Why? Because that pull, that fascination, that attraction of sense pleasure is so great that it doesn't allow your buddhi to accept it. That is why whether it's Bhagavan Krishna or great masters, at the top of their voice shout, Shraddhasva Tata, Shraddhasva. E Tata, E Sani, please have Shraddha in what we say. Please have Shraddha in what we say. We are not just telling you something imagined. We are telling you the truth verified by us. In your own good, we are telling. At least give value to our word, which is prompted only because of our love towards you, and not to gain anything whatsoever from you. You can't give us anything. We don't need anything. We are Paramananda Swarupa. No trace of sorrow. What can you give? What can you take away? And yet, we are shouting at the top of the voice. Please have Shraddha. To have or not depends on our past duritas. How much load of papa we have brought from the past. That doesn't allow the viveka to dawn. That is why it is said, Dharma Charana. Live a life in accordance with Dharma Shastra. Take to karmas told by Shastra. Especially in this Kali Yuga, take to prayers. Best karma. Easy to take to. Practical in the modern context also. So, if otherwise, Yajna Yaga, what can you do to it? If you go on doing Yajna Yaga, you will not be able to earn your bread. Olden days, kings used to give the material for the Brahmanas. Now, who is it? If you ask them, they will drive you away. So, prayers, etc., the best one. They did not use so much of expenditure. With a pure heart of love, devotion. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yume bhaktya prayasti. I don't need anything. I need your Shraddha. Shraddha bhuk ameshwara. Me Parameshwara is hungry of your Shraddha Bhakti. You that. I will give everything to you. Make you discover your Swarupa. So we should have Shraddha. Vedanta is not cock and bull story. It's quite reasoning. Give out reasoning. Your certificate is not required. All that you mind is how best you can imbibe and assimilate and get away from this samsara. If you find some deficiency, you pray. Jnana vairagya siddha. Bhagavan, I don't seem to have this vivek and vairagya. And you are repeatedly telling that or this. Please give me that. Be honest. No hypocrisy. He knows. Bhagavan knows antaranga, not your vairanga will not fool him. So that is the case. So long as Shine Hetu Falavesha. Hetu Falavesha. That is the superimposition, consequent obsession, consequent position in terms of Papa Punya and the embodiment. When it ends, hetu phalodbhavaha nasti. Hetu phalodbhavaha, the birth or continuation of papa punya give rise to shariras, shariras give rise to papa punya, is not going to be there. In short, samsara is not going to be there. Let us see the Bhasya. Yavad hetu phalayoho. Read.
यावद् हेतुफलयोः आवेशः हेतुफलाग्रहः आत्मनि अध्यारोपणं तच्चित्तता इत्यर्थः.
What is meant by yavad phala hetu phalavesha is being explained. Yavad hetu phalayoho avesha. Avesha, obsession or superimposition between of what? Hetu phala. Again, now remember hetu, papa punya and consequent embodiment. Agraha. So long as this insistence is there, so long as you think that you are convinced about this, it cannot be otherwise, so long as you have got a notion. And as a result, Atmani Adhyaropanam, superimposition of Papa Punya and Sharira embodiment in terms of cause-effect relationship, cause-effect relationship, or Atma, whatever. There is Tatchittata. Tatchittata means Tanmayata. Tanmayata means identification with those hetu and phala. The papa punya and sharira in terms of this cause-effect relationship is mistaken as intrinsic feature of Chaitanya Rupa Atma. There is mutual, reciprocal identification. Ityartha. And so long as this chittata, tanmayata, identification with Hetuphala and Atma is there, till then samsara cannot stop, continue. Tavad Hetupalayo.
तावद् हेतुफलयोः उद्भवः धर्माधर्मयोः तत्फलस्य च अनुच्छेदेन प्रवृत्तिः इत्यर्थः.
So, from Karika, the phrase is Avad Hetu Falodva. See, I've told many times, when we study Bhasya, we should try to relate what Bhasya portion is the commentary of what portion of the Mula, Karika, or verse, or whatever it is. Tavad, till then. Hetu Falayoho Udbhava. Udbhava, manifestation or upsurge of Hetu Phala. What do you mean by this Udbhava of Hetu Phala is explained. Dharma Dharmayoho of Punya and Papa. Tat Phalasya and their result in terms of Prani Nikaya, different types of embodiment of these both. Cha Anuchedena Pravritti. pravritti, continuation. How? Anuchedena, non-stop, in the sense there is continuous papa punya, sharira papa punya, transmigration continuous. Pravritti ityartha. And it is like, some persons being under the spell of evil spirits. Some evil spirit takes possession of the person. And what that person does is not on his own will or on our own will. Because of evil spirit. Such things are there. Don't get scared, okay? If Bhagavan Naam is there, nothing can. You see, a great, is that, not only it is an accepted fact in our Shastra. The greatness of Adhyatma Shastra, any Shastra related to Bhagavan, is such that even if book or books, maybe one or many, related to this knowledge is in the house, there can never be Pishacha Badha, influence of evil spirits. Because they are scared. They are scared of them. There is one interesting incident in the life of Goswami Tulsidas. He was doing a daily Anushtana, the morning Anushtana, Sandhya Anushtana. And that Arghya water, it is poured somewhere, a good place where it is not trampled. So he went at the base of a tree, roots, he poured it. Suddenly, a person appeared with all gratitude. He said, "O Mahatman, because of some wrong deeds of my mind, I was born as a ghost, evil spirit. But this holy water of yours redeemed me from that." Of course, Tulsidas was happy. But that figure asked, "Mahatman, you are a great person. But why are you so sad? I find you very sad." Tulsidas said, "Look, I wanted to have darshan of Hanuman, but I could not get it. The spirit said, don't worry, I will give the address." Where is it? Where? Go to Varanasi, go to such and such ghat. There, every day, Ramayana Katha goes on. And there is one person coming there. He is the first person to arrive there, morning. And evening, when the Katha is over, he is the last person to leave there. That person is Hanuman. Tulsidas was very happy. He said, "Why don't you come with me also?" No. We ghosts can't go near the Hanuman. We can't go near Hanuman. Can't go away. So like that, name of Bhagavan and this thing, if that is there, they can't do anything else. Because उनको भी उनका जान प्यारा है ना. they are cursed jivas. They also love their life. In fact, one video clipping. Some, of course, is a authentic person, not a cheat. He removes this. In the case of one lady, her behavior showed that. Yeah, he told, is it not that spirit is harassing you like this? Yes, he said. Then he brought that thing. And that was how the handle that. They started screaming and this, that, that's what would happen. Then what did they know? That person who is doing all this. Ram bolo. Not ready. That ghost is not ready to say Ram. He repeated Ram bolo. I've seen this. There is no question of what is that? Showing something wrong. That lady was innocent. And she is not aware what is happening also. No. So they are scared of it. So I'm telling you because I told don't get scared, that's all. So this evil spirit. Now, this person possessed of evil spirit can be relieved provided the spirit is what? Driven away. Like that. Here in the case of every jiva, this hetu phalavesha, adhyasa, born of ajnana, is the cause. Once this is ended, no udbhava, no rebirth, no samsara. Therefore, we are ready. Yada punaha. We are ready now?
No, Swamiji.
Read it. Yada punaha.
यदा पुनः मंत्रौषधि वीर्येण इव ग्रहावेशः यथोक्ताद्वैतदर्शनेन अविद्योद्भूत हेतुफलावेशः अपनीतः भवति तदा तस्मिन् क्षीणे नास्ति हेतुफलोद्भवः.
Okay, big sentence. We'll take next time.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ.